This is my home, Wappingers Falls, New York. It's 75 miles from the New York Red Bull Academy, where I started playing when I was 11. Almost every day for the last 7 years, I've made that 75-mile trek to and from. It's a grind, but I don't mind, because if there's one thing I want people to know about me, it's that. I'm a grinder. I'm Tyler Adams, I'm 19 years old, and I play midfield for the United States men's national team. Every morning I'll wake up, make my shake, and get prepared in the same ways. I just think that good professionals do create good habits. Definitely being in school and having to do the drive, it was definitely a grind and a commitment. Having to go to practice probably 8:30 to 10, not getting back home until 12 o'clock, waking up the next morning at 7 o'clock and having to go to school. It definitely wasn't the typical teenage, adolescent schedule. Driving down now is going to be my 7th year since I was 12, so long time. In the beginning, my mom raised me on her own. She was a single mother. She did a lot to do whatever she can to make ends meet.
With me being a single parent for a while, he was always very involved in whatever had to be done. If it snowed and we needed to shovel the driveway, he was out there with me. Like, Mom, where's my shovel? Mom, you know, what do you need help with?
Yeah, emotionally, I guess you could say that I'm kind of a mama's boy. She's just done so much for me, from the life skills she's provided me with, to be brave on the field and have the work ethic that I do. Definitely pushes me to be the best that I can be.
When he was a freshman in high school, he was playing for Red Bull Academy, and he was playing JV basketball as well. He was able to be a high honor roll student in school, balance a demanding basketball schedule as well as an academy schedule. He just has that drive in him, that competitiveness in him, that fight to get better every day. And that, for me, was unbelievably impressive for a 14, 15-year-old kid to do what he did during that time, to balance all of that.
I feel like you just kind of get, put through these little tests of, like, in order to be the best player that you can become. Obviously the drive was always part of my challenge and my parents' challenge as well, so I think that it definitely has helped me in a big way.
Yeah, it was a big time commitment for us, but he's had to do all the work.
So we're back at the field where I did my first RDS camp. I was about, I want to say 11 or 12 years old, and a friend basically sent my mom an email saying, yeah, there's a Red Bulls program not too far from us. This was actually the closest one, and it's about 40 minutes from my house. And I remember in the summertime coming out to this turf field, and this was probably my first time playing on turf when I was 11. And I remember it was like 100 degrees, and the pair of cleats I had at the time, they were probably some fake Nike cleats, and they melted right apart. So I had to call my mom and tell her to bring me another pair. It's really cool now being back and seeing kind of where it all started for my Red Bulls career and where it took me now. So it's really cool to be back. For me, it's my home team now. It's become such an icon to my family, and now at the professional ranks, it means even more to me because now I get to look down at some of the younger guys, including my younger brother who's on the Red Bull team, and look at how much it means to him. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you, bro?
Good.
Great to see you.
Good to see you as well.
You good?
Good, yeah. Who we got in here?
Look who we got here. Hey!
Hello, how are you guys?
You see all the new pictures up of you?
That's what I'm hearing, so Dylan told me, so I guess I'm gonna take a look real quick. Oh yeah. There you go. That's pretty cool. It's a big picture. I want that in my room. Wish I had a haircut for that. But it is what it is. Dap myself up.
The first camp for U.S. Soccer for the U14 age group back then is in August. After the first camp, he was the best player. He was the captain from that point on. He's been in every camp when he's available.
I didn't look at him as best player for his age group. I'm like, wow, he's representing the U.S. And for me, that's when I get emotional. Every time the national anthem plays and he sings and covers his heart, you know, with his hand, I lose it.
Any chance you have to put that jersey on and look down at your chest and see the U.S. crest there is an amazing honor. For me, anytime, whether it's from U14 to the senior team debut, you never know when you're going to get that chance, and you can never take that chance for granted. And you know, putting on the red, white, and blue and knowing that there's so many people behind you, whether it's the American Outlaws, your coaches, all the people that you've played for, is definitely a huge meaning for me. These are some of the things that I've been able to collect. Some of the games that I played against Croatia, in Croatia for my first ever national team camp. First cat ball, definitely a really cool moment. What an honor to put the jersey on and play against Portugal. It was an amazing feeling.
Tyler, where are you?
Yeah, this was the first cap. You could still see the stains on it, but the U.S. versus Portugal, in Portugal, in front of all their fans. Got to be my favorite number 4. In the national team, I just want to cement myself within the group. You want to be one of those guys that can become a regular, getting call-ups, starting consistently within games, and it's just one of those things that, yeah, you can never take for granted because you don't know when that next opportunity will arise.
Returns it for Tyler Adams. He's behind the last defender. Adams is in. Tyler Adams taken down. Whistle penalty.
That was a goal with me for Red Bulls, you know, to try to cement myself, earn the respect of others, and then become a starter for the team. So I think that why not have the same goals for the national team and play the most influential part of the national team that I can.